Hello and welcome back to your Small Spaces Movement Practices. Today we're doing part 4 of our 7-part Restorative Yoga Chakra series. Today we're focusing on the heart chakra. This is called Anahata. The color is green. And I do recommend you have some kind of support prop today. So blocks, soft pillows, something like that can support your body in a few different positions. You need one of them for now, and then we're going to start down on our back. Come on down to your back. We'll start in a supported bridge, Setu Bandha Sarvangasana. So you'll lift your hips up, slide that block underneath your lower back. And there's kind of a few different ways that you might situate it. Since we're doing restorative and we're looking to be gentle and not just pushing sensation really hard, you might bring your block a little bit more towards the tops of your glutes, just so that when you have it underneath you, you're not getting like pushed forward into pelvic extension, basically. So block underneath you. You're welcome to adjust the height of the prop, especially if it's a block. And then arms can goalpost out to your sides. If it feels better for you to now just rest them on your stomach or something, it's totally fine. Take some nice deep breaths. Feel your belly rise and fall in your bridge while you breathe. Lower back is heavy down onto your block. Gravity weighs down onto your abdomen. This sequence, we're focusing on our heart chakra, Anahata. It governs all of the things that you probably think that it does. Our ability to love, to be empathetic, to feel connection with others. When it's blocked off or having any imbalances, or facing issues of loneliness, resentment, jealousy, maybe lacking an inability to connect with others. Bring your arms down by your side, lift your hips up and remove that prop. Invite a windshield wiper left to right, little reset for your lower back. Hug your knees into your chest. And we'll slowly rock up to a seat and we'll meet in a tabletop. You'll grab both of those props now. We'll find a child's pose. We're going to go through a few different variations in our child's pose balasana today. So toes together, knees can be wide, maybe a little bit narrower, but for today's purpose, wide might allow for more space for your chest and your arms. Your props, in front of you, place your hands onto them, and then as you press down into child's pose, you'll feel a lot more opening immediately through your chest, shoulders, your armpits. As I arrive in my child's pose, I often like to find a rock or sway of my hips. Just allows you to settle in a little bit deeper into your posture. Start to scoot your blocks in towards you a little bit, and then I'll find your child's with reverse namaskar, reverse prayer. So blocks will come in, elbows will go down onto the blocks, and then thumbs draw towards the nape of your neck. You find this opens a little bit more of the back of our heart space, so along our back body instead of our front body, but still helps to open up through the heart and stimulate that chakra. Release your arms. You can use your props to help press you up. And you can actually set them off to your side. We won't be in for a little bit. Come onto your hands and your knees. We'll take a gentle few breaths of movement. So that might be like a shift or a rock side to side, forward and back. Might include a couple cow-cat. So then come back to your tabletop and we'll move on to our tiger pose. So I'm going to scoot over a little bit. I know we need the room. Left knee will be down. And slowly lift your right leg up. Now you might tuck your left toes under you. That gives you a little bit more support. All good. Right hand will stay down. And then your left hand will grab for your right foot. Now this can stay small. Of course, this is a pretty activating posture, especially in a restorative sequence. If you want a little bit more, you can push and start to twist, looking towards your foot back there. We'll take 3 breaths. Breathing into your heart space, your shoulders for 2 and 1. And then release everything down. Maybe a quick child's pose. Tiger is not one I typically consider to be in a restorative series, but when we're looking at the heart chakra, many of our big heart openers are definitely way too intense for a restorative. So trying to get that opening and balancing any way we can. Come back to your tabletop. We'll switch sides. So this time, your right knee will be grounded. Left leg will lift. You might tuck your right toes, same as before. And then you'll plant through that left hand. This time, right hand will reach back for your foot. You might stay a little bit more relaxed. If you'd like, you can kick up higher. Look back towards that foot behind you. Stay for 3 breaths. Big opener, chest, shoulders, heart for 2. And 1. And then bring everything down. Maybe one more quick child's pose. Right. We'll start to head down onto our stomach. So scoop forward. We'll start with a couple rounds of our baby cobra bhujangasana. So zip your legs together, hands underneath your shoulders. On your inhale, you'll slowly press up. Exhale, you'll lower back down. 2 more like that, gentle. Last one. Good. Option to let your feet and legs separate if you want a little more space for your lower back. And then stack your forearms out in front of you. Come into your Sphinx pose. And then we'll stay. If you want to come back to your cobra, you can. If you want to stay in your belly down rest, you can. Notice anywhere you might be gripping in your lower back. And try to stay up through your gaze in your head. If you feel that your heart rate anytime throughout this series has become a little bit elevated, that would be normal. Oftentimes our big heart openers can leave us a little more energized, but also change that pattern of our blood flow and our heartbeat. You might take a moment to think about how all of this heart opening has felt for you so far. Has it felt easy? Has it felt a little more closed off? No wrong answers. Just know that humans need connection. We need love to show and to receive love. We need love in our relationships, truly in order to be happy. Our last few breaths here, if you'd like to press up even higher, option to lift and press up into your seal. Whenever you feel ready, lower all the way to belly down Shavasana. Arms come out in front, forehead can rest. Pull your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up and back to your seat. And then we'll set up for our second to last posture, which is our supported fish. Matsuyasana. So you'll take your two props or blocks here. One will go towards the back of your space. The other will go between it. Depending on what you have, they might become into a T. It might just be there. You are welcome to explore the height of these. I know for myself, I really prefer them to be flattest, so I'm going to stick with that. Legs will be along in front of you. And then you'll slowly rest. The back prop is for the back of your head. That middle prop is for between your shoulder blades. And I do like mine up higher and not pressing into my lower back, really not below your shoulder blades. Bring your arms along by your sides, palms down or palms up. Sometimes when we think about fish, we think of it as being an opener for the throat, which true big fish is, but this is supported. So the focus becomes much more about opening through heart and chest, shoulders too. Stay for a few more breaths. Connect into relationships, your ability to show love, your ability to receive love, and how you feel about how all that is going for you. Not any way to force it or change it, but to notice and be mindful and aware. Use your forearms to press yourself up really just enough so that you can remove those props. Lower all the way down onto your back for your final rest, your Shavasana. If you want something a little counter for what you were just doing with your upper body, hands can rest onto you. A little bit of internal rotation for your shoulders. Picture a small little wheel filled with green light spinning right above your heart. Feel the warm glow of that green as it shimmers down into your skin, every little follicle of hair. With every breath that you take, see that wheel starts to spin faster. The green starts to burn brighter. Still spinning fast, still burning bright. Fueled by each exhale that you take. Now that wheel is spinning so fast, burning so bright, that it's taking up the entire space and room that you are in. So all of a sudden it bursts and spills that warm green energy and glow all over your body, from head to toe. And once again, you see that small, tiny wheel of green spinning right above your heart space. It spins soft and burns dull, until all of a sudden it disappears. Energize through your fingers, toes, your breath. Bend your knees, plant your feet into your space. Invite a gentle rock. Make your way to one side for supported fetal pose. Press yourself up for one final seat. Deep breath in and out. Gather hands to heart and really press your hands into that heart space, especially your thumbs. We'll finish with a bow of gratitude for our hearts, healthy hearts, happy hearts, all that they do for us. Thank you so much for joining me for part 4 of 7 of our Restorative Yoga Chakra series. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.